What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, CamATL, and welcome back to another NBA Prize Picks video with your boy. Drop a like down below because I already know you're going to love it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Comment anything in the comment section to enter your name into the $50 giveaway I do every single week on this channel. We have some playoff basketball, some play-in basketball going on tonight, baby. I'm super excited about it. So we're going to head over to the tools at PrizemadeEasy.com, baby. If you haven't joined PrizemadeEasy.com yet, you need to. The most researched player props that you could possibly imagine. At least you're putting your money on the smartest plays that you can. That's all you can do in sports betting to raise your chances of success. All you could do is play the smart plays, and Props Made Easy makes it easy to find those. So only $15 a month. So go join up. Let's get it. Let's get straight into these picks. I'm not going to waste too much of y'all's time. I'm going to get in and out with this one. I got a couple plays I'm really liking, and I'm ready to get to it. All right, sweep day. Let's get it. If you haven't seen the baseball one yet, make sure you go check it out before those plays are bumped. And that's another thing with the tool. The tool will be on picks, high on picks that where the Vegas line isn't super high on that side yet. So you're able to get it in early before eventually it starts raising up and gets bumped later on in the day. So you're able to take advantage before the lines even start adjusting to the good, smart plays. You feel what I'm saying? So if you get in, you're able to grab those early plays. You're able to get those plays that eventually get bumped later once people realize how smart they are. And you're ahead of the game. So let's go ahead and get straight into it. First player I'm going to go with, I'm going to go back to the well on a couple players that have let me down as of late. And I have faith that they can bounce back for me because the data suggests that they can. Jimmy Butler points over 26.5. Vegas likes the over at minus 140. He's gone over in only three of the last 10, which a lot of people will look at and immediately shy away from it. His closing line has actually been less than this, has only been more than 26.5 in one of the last 10. Okay, so if you look at the last 10 numbers, you'd be like, oh, I'm not super excited about this. But the data in this matchup, the position that Jimmy Butler's in to get his team into the playoffs here against Chicago, he's going to put this team on his back, and he's going to score some good points here. At 26.5 prop line, the data suggests to go over that. It suggests almost 28, a 1.26 differential. Some sites have this at over 27. Some sites have this at 27.5. Whatever. Jimmy Butler's in a great spot to go over the 26.5 prop line today. Absolutely love going over his points against Chicago today in a game where Miami must win this. All right. Next play that I'm going to rock with is another guy who's let me down multiple times. DeMar DeRozan, points and assists. I'm going to go over 26.5 points and assists for DeMar DeRozan. Once again, both of these guys are big-time players on their teams. They're both studs. They're both players that are going to have to show up for their teams in these spots. A guy like Jimmy Butler is super duper competitive, and he's going to come out and rain down shots on them. Same situation with DeMar DeRozan. Obviously, he's got Zach LaVine and Vooch there, but DeMar DeRozan is a guy that's really got to, be there for his team for them to be able to win this game against Miami today. 26.5 points and assists. I like the over. Vegas lines are in the 27.5, so it's value at 26.5 over on FanDuel. It's his lines also closed higher than this in 9 of the last 9, so you're getting a value here at 26.5. So this probably will jump up to 27.5 eventually. Great spot for him. We haven't projected at 27.5, a 1.01 differential at 26.5. So once again, I'm riding with two guys that both need to show up for their teams to get the W here. That's Jimmy Butler over 26.5 is probably one of the better values of the entire slate today. And then DeMar DeRozan points and assists over 26.5. One thing that you can notice here is that these are two people who have let me down many times this season, okay? But yet I'm still not shying away from it because the data suggests that they're in this smart spot, okay? And that's how you do things here, okay? You consistently stay with the routine of playing the guys who are the data suggests to show up. And I'm not meaning by data, I'm not meaning by his last 10 shows it or not. Okay, a lot of people, a lot of you watching this right now have an issue of just looking at a player's results over the season and being like, oh, he's done this 8 of his last 10 at home. Oh, he's going to hit today. That's good numbers. Or he's done this 10 of 10. Oh my God, he's a lock. Stop making that decision. Stop making that mistake Start playing a little smarter, man. Use the data, do more research, look deeper into the spot that these guys are in, and play that way. Trust me, because in the long term, that's what matters. Short term doesn't really matter, because if you're just playing for the short term, you're going to lose a ton of money and you're just not going to bet anymore. You need to stay smart with it. You need to stay consistent on a routine, which the only routine that there is studying. If you can't study, then you need to have Made Easy account. That way you know these smart plays based off of research and not just going off of somebody's gut because a guy has hit a certain amount of times out of the last 10 games. Okay, I know I repeat this every video, but it just doesn't click. There's still people in the chat groups from time to time at Made Easy who will post plays and their reasoning is because of how much they've hit over the last 5 games. You feel what I'm saying? Like, guys, I mean, at the end of the day, I can't do it for you, obviously. Y'all got to make your own decisions. Like I've said a million times, y'all got to make your own decisions on what you're going to do, whether you're going to use Pros Made Easy, whether you're just going to go off a player's last 10, whether you're going to just follow a random person on Twitter, whether you're going to join some Discord that won one day out of the last week and you're going to take them by their word and think that they're the shit. Whatever you plan on doing, you have to make your own decisions with your life. And trust me, in sports betting, the only way to be successful consistently is to be researching, grinding. Okay, it is a grind to be successful at this shit. You have to really look over the smart stats and play those. And whether they work out or not, know that you played the smart plays. Like for me personally, if Jimmy Butler and DeRozan doesn't hit, that doesn't mean tomorrow I'm not going to do the same routine of making sure the research is behind me and playing the researched plays. If they don't hit, that doesn't mean they were bad plays. Okay, that's another thing that a lot of people need to learn. Just because somebody doesn't hit, just because a play doesn't hit, doesn't mean that play wasn't good. I had somebody comment on the baseball video yesterday about Cole Irvin. Cole Irvin missed, had plenty opportunity to hit. He missed by 1K. Okay, had plenty opportunity to hit. It was a great spot, but Baltimore just ended up, Oakland just ended up having a fantastic game. They were seeing the ball well. Cole Irvin's stuff wasn't as good as usual, and he ended up not hitting. And somebody came to the comments was like, "Oh man, I shouldn't have blah 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 blah." It's the same situation every single time. People go in after the fact and they hate themselves because of a play they made. Cole Irvin was a fantastic play yesterday in baseball due to the analytics, the data. Okay? 9 times out of 10 in that exact spot, he hits. You feel what I'm saying? So, regardless of what the outcome is or what happens, doesn't mean that the person who gave you the pick is an idiot, or the program that gave you the pick is an idiot, or I'm including the random people on Twitter giving out picks. That doesn't mean they're an idiot if their pick doesn't hit. It doesn't mean none of this shit. As long as they're researching, it doesn't. It means if they're giving you picks because their last 10 was good, then yes, they're idiots. I mean, that's just obvious. Anybody with sense knows that. I've talked to the biggest big guys up in sports betting world. I've had meetings with all of these big companies, all this stuff. And all of them say the same thing. They laugh at the idea of people going over last 10, last 5, like that shit means anything at all. Okay? I'm telling y'all, and that's coming from, I'm just being honest with you. Utilize the data, okay? Utilize the data, actually do research. And if you don't have time to actually do research, use propsmadeeasy.com or use a site like propsmadeeasy.com and utilize data. If there is a site like PropsMadeEasy, there's none with a social platform like PropsMadeEasy, but I'm saying utilize the information. That's what you need to utilize. Okay? Not some random person on Twitter claiming that they haven't lost in a whole 2 months. Not some because he's hit in the last 10. Not because the Vegas line is high on one end. Okay, these are all basic things that you need to know in the sports betting world that will get you a long way if you stop just utilizing simple things like that. It's like in life, like you expect things to just happen easily. You know what I mean? Like if you like these people who go in and they think, "Oh, looking over the last 5, that's all I have to do to be successful." Those are the same people who feel like they can do the bare minimum in life and get results from it. That's not how shit works. You feel what I'm saying? There's a lot of the reason propsmadeeasy.com even exists is because the smart people in the betting industry understand that it takes a ton of research and a ton of data and time to be consistently successful. All of the best bettors in the world, you think all they're doing is going off Vegas? You think all they're looking at is their last 10? They probably don't even give a shit about either one. Literally. They probably don't even look at either one. You see right here, Vooch is the top data play of the day when it comes to PRA. And his Vegas line is on the under. But yet data would suggest to go over. This is what I'm talking about. Is like in a spot like this, you're getting a value if you're betting on a FanDuel or something like that, or a DraftKings or one of these popular sports books. You're getting value grabbing the over in a spot where Vegas line is on the under. You know what I mean? So stuff like that, y'all. Like the best bettors in the world, they're not just looking at a Vegas line. They're not just looking at a last 10. They're not doing those things. They have routines of data that they are studying consistently. Okay, and they're playing the smart bets. And even they are going to have days where they don't hit a single bet. You feel what I'm saying? That's just how it is. That's the industry you're in. If you can't handle the ups and downs of sports betting, you shouldn't be doing it. And you also should only be betting an amount of money that you're okay to lose. At the end of the day, if you're using the data, then you are going to have more success than any other way that you could possibly do sports betting. Okay, it just is what it is, and it's not me just saying that. Even if I didn't own Pros Made Easier, or have Greenlight DFS, or none of this stuff, the best way to be successful in anything in life, anything, is to put time and effort into it. Looking at a last 10 takes no effort. Looking at a Vegas line takes zero effort. That's why those two things are not what brings you money in the DFS industry. Sure, from time to time, will you see a guy hit 8 of his last 10 and he end up doing well? Sure, of course. That's just playing the numbers. Eventually, sure, he'll have a good game. You know what I'm saying? But honestly, in my opinion, too, if a guy's hit 10 of his last 10, then he's probably due to miss. You feel? I mean, let's be real. But anyway, that's just my 2 cents. I understand a lot of y'all aren't going to listen to that and don't give a shit. Probably didn't even listen to this length of the video. But at the end of the day, as always, I'm not here to just give y'all picks and just send you on your way. I'm trying to make you smart bettors at the end of the day. I'm trying to make you guys understand the best way to do this, because the last thing I want is to see y'all lose money. I want to see y'all win consistently. I want to see y'all make those smart decisions. But at the end of the day, I can't force y'all to do it. You have to live and learn through life lessons. You know what I mean? And that is what it is. Thank you guys for joining me as always, baby. Once again, Jimmy Butler over 26.5 points. And then DeMar DeRozan over 26.5 points and assists. We're rocking with the 26.5 number today, and we're getting that over on both. Thank you guys for joining me as always. Let's get it. Keep refreshing the NBA player prop tool as the day goes on so that you get all the updated news, all that good stuff, all the updated value and stuff. And you're staying on top of having the smart bets throughout the day. All right? Thank you guys. I'm out. Peace.